It's Dave from Yankeenoff. I'm here with Jerome Allen from London Warriors. Last time we spoke to you was at Brit Bowl last year. Obviously, been a full season since you last played with Blitz. How's this season gone, do you feel?
It's gone okay. Preparation for Blitz has been okay. Not where we'd want it to be, I guess, but it never is going to be as prepared as we can be. And you know, when you're playing amateur ball, it's hard to do that with everybody else's commitments and stuff like that. But it's been going good. We're excited about today.
You're both coming into this game undefeated so far this season, but you've had a game postponed. Do you think that is going to affect the game? Were you hoping that this would be the last game of the season?
No, not really. To be honest, we wanted that game before, just because we had the Blitz afterwards. We want to get as many games under our belt before we play a team like this, because they're the national champs, and you know, no matter what we say, they're right now the best team in London. So we want as many games under our belt before we play.
How do you feel things have changed then since
last year?
Yeah.
We recruited, doing a couple of things differently on offense than last year, and hopefully it'll tell today.
So all eyes after this game turn towards the playoffs now and the road to the Brit Bowl. Are you excited?
I am, yeah, of course. Hopefully we can get this done. So, I mean, none of the London teams want to travel to Scotland to play that semi-final because they're a tough team up there, and it's a long distance to travel to Scotland, you know. But yeah, we're excited about the players. Excited about trying to get back to the Brit Bowl and finally get our first national championship under our belt.
Jerome, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Enjoy the game.
Thanks.
It's been a year since we last saw you. Last time we spoke to you, you had a lot of DIY to do in the off-season.
Yeah.
How did it go?
I think it went all right, but my wife might disagree and say I didn't do enough. So
The preparation went into it, though.
yeah, that's right. It's all in the preparation, just like the advert.
You just carry around a tool with you and say, "Oh, I'm getting around to it,"
That's it.
and they'll do it. Biggest game of the season so far, really, for British American football. Blitz and Warriors. How do you prepare going into this game, considering you haven't seen them since the bowl last year?
You know, it's difficult. We probably had a bit better preparation than they had because they hadn't played for about 7 weeks or something due to the schedule. We played the last 3 or 4. So, you know, I would say in terms of that, we're probably a little bit ahead of them in terms of game speed, but it doesn't really mean anything when it comes into this one. So it's been tough for both people because, as you said, we haven't played since the bowl game. So it'd be an interesting day around, I think.
Would you like to have had maybe a few more games against them this season?
Yeah, I think so, definitely. You know, I think that playing top quality position like that can only help football in general, like, you know, both clubs and the game. So yeah, it'd be nice to play them twice.
Speaking of top quality, you've played in Europe quite a lot this season. Do you think that's been of benefit or detriment to the domestic season?
I think it can only help. You know, that our European games were early on, so you know, it definitely helped us with us in the run-up to the domestic season. But it seems such a long time ago now, to be honest.
So after this game, it's pretty much straight into the playoffs. Preparation will start for that. How do you feel at the moment about preparation for the playoffs? Are you ready, or is there more you need to change?
I think preparation for the playoffs this year will be a little bit more difficult because next weekend the GP team fly out to Milan for the European Championships B group, so we'll be missing, I think, 14, 15 players. So that'll be tough for us, but you know, it's like anything else, just got to get on with it. You know, they'll still be at game speed because they're still playing top quality football while they're out there. So, you know, that's good for them. It'll probably give other people an opportunity to get more reps in practice. So yeah, I think it should be good all round.
It's been a long time since we caught up with the Warriors. Brit Bowl last year. This is the first game against the Blitz since then. How have you adjusted from last year?
I don't know, to be honest with you, because it's one of those things when you turn up for a big final like the Brit Bowl and you just play like a shadow of yourselves, it's just a bit weird to how you adjust, you know, because I think everyone saw that when we played the final last year in Sheffield, it wasn't the London Warriors. I mean, maybe it was psychological, maybe it was just nerves, maybe it was excitement, maybe it was too much adrenaline, but that wasn't a London Warriors performance that we kind of instill in ourselves. So it's difficult to step away from that and just say, do we need to change anything? Do we need to look at anything? or do we just need to get back into our mindset of what it is to be a London Warrior? So players-wise, I don't think we've adjusted at all anything on the field. We'll see later on. But I think it's just mentally, really, mental preparation, and how you step away from a defeat like that and get back into the gist of the season. We did lots of off-season tour-a-days at London Soccer Dome, which is a great facility. So we were in camp early, so we've all been kind of just getting ready, really, step away from that. That's in the past, and then move forward, and lots of cliches, but try and improve for the future.
This is obviously one of the biggest games on the calendar for British American football. I mean, you both come into this game undefeated. You've had a game postponed that may have thrown things a little out of kilter, do you think? Or were you ready for this to be the last game of the season? Do you think it matters that there's still a game in lieu?
No, not really. Not really. I don't think it matters at all, because you can only, another cliche, you can only be as good as your last performance, and you can only improve for your next game. So the Kent game now is neither here nor there, because afterwards we had a massive team practice after the game. We didn't all just pack up and walk home. We used our time accordingly, and we had a big training session, and we learnt a lot of things, and we did a lot of things. So, you're always trying to improve, but I think that doesn't really matter, to be honest with you, because the game's been rescheduled for next week. So the game's been rescheduled for the week after this Blitz game. So hopefully we'll still play it.
So,
and let me say one other thing. It wasn't our fault, so it's up to the league to decide. I mean, I'm sure a report's gone in, but there was a RTA, road traffic accident, that the ambulance had to attend to, so it has nothing to do with us. It wasn't like we hadn't booked an ambulance or anything like that. It's just one of them things.
Right, boss, afternoon.
Yeah, good, you?
How are you? Good?
Yeah, really good. Looking forward to today?
Yeah, very much so.
Good man.
just interested in, I know you played up in Manchester for a little while. How do you find the difference between Manchester and London as a setup?
Can't really compare really, because when I didn't play senior football, I played youth football, and I played youth football up to the age of, I think it was 20 before they changed the rules. Either that or I played illegally. But I think down here and being in the presence of Coach Allen and Coach Dirty and Marvin Allen as well, guys who played in the NFL and lived the dream that many of the guys, both for us and the Blitz, want to live, you can't do nothing but learn. So as far as coaching staff goes, it's kind of black and white. But saying that, when we were at the Manchester All-Stars, one thing that we did have was enthusiasm and a keen and willingness to learn. And we had full practices, no one ever missed a game, very few guys missed practice, and that's something that I think was very special. And my time at the Manchester All-Stars was kind of planted the seed for everything that I've learned, or everything that I'm doing now within American football. It was a fantastic organisation, and I think if every British senior team had an organisation like the Manchester All-Stars youth team, then the skill level would, in my mind, improve dramatically. I mean, the Lancashire Wolverines are doing it, they've got a great youth academy. And the Blitz are doing it, they've got an academy as well, we've got a good youth team. I think every team needs to just develop players, and not only players but coaches, because I've seen some stuff this year which is an absolute joke, you know, and it's kind of, what do we want to do? Do we want a semi-professional league, or do we want a big pub teams? You know, and I think that's where the league, or whoever's in charge of the league, needs to ask themselves, where do we want to be in 10 years? Because at the moment the standard is a joke. I'll go on the record and say that. I've seen some stuff that is just unbelievable. And someone's going to get hurt. It's as simple as that. Someone's going to get hurt.
I've done a bit of work with Merseyside Night Hawks, I'm primarily based up there, but we've been trying to set up a youth system and get the ball rolling on that. What would you say needs to be done then to improve youth American football and get kids involved?
Well, it's the catch-22 situation, because, for example, when I used to go to the Brit Bowl with my dad, it was me taking my dad because I was a big American football fan. And you look around Wembley now and it's dads taking the kids. So it's kind of getting into the young academies and it's getting into schools and saying, hey look, this is an exciting game called American football. You know, you don't necessarily have to try it, but try and follow it as a fan. And then further down the line they can try and play it. And you know, it's all down to those guys who run the flag leagues and senior teams and their youth academies. It's just developing players' enthusiasm for the game. You know, it's like anything, kids will play anything as long as it's fun. If you make American football fun, which the Manchester All-Stars did, then you just go back week after week after week. And I think that's the only way the game's going to develop in this country, is if we get a major sponsor, the money is spent properly, it's organised properly, and it's all done legitimately, and we should get some kind of college. Like there's Filton College, which has got an American football academy. You know, people should just, I don't know, put money into that. I'm not sure.
Bernard, thanks for joining us, and have a good game today.
Cheers, boss.